Those guys are the professionals. Even they should be really careful when they're out there in the water. Mother Nature is very strong.
You don't mess with the ocean. She's going to win 100% of the time. And luckily, things are going to be quieter by the end of the weekend and into early next week when the heat is going to be on, because a lot of people are going to want to cool off in the beach. But it is going to be really churned up all the way through Saturday. And right now, we're still looking at a little bit of that marine layer that's hanging on tight, mainly just to our peninsula communities. But overall, it is quiet. It is sunny for most of the Bay Area. Blue skies and sunshine have been the name of the game. But again, the heat is going to continue to slowly build over the next couple of days. But by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's really going to peak. Right now, low 90s for places like Concord, Santa Rosa. That's pretty typical for this time of year. 70 degrees in Oakland, 65 in San Francisco. That's, again, kind of what we expect. But by later this week and into the weekend, the heat is going to be on. So if you want to head to the beach, again, the reason that we are looking at the beach hazard statement is it's because of the very powerful storm system that's sitting down in the Pacific. We at one point hopefully can get far enough away to actually see that swirling, that's Genevieve. That is going to continue to send a very strong southerly swell towards the west coast of the United States. And it's going to continue to slam in to especially our south-facing beaches. That's the reason that the beach hazard statement is going to be in effect all week long through Saturday afternoon as well. So if you have any outdoor plans, even Saturday afternoon, you're going to want to stay far away from the water because, again, it has been very dangerous this summer with the very strong southerly swells, 10-foot breaking waves, higher than normal rip current risk, and sneaker wave potential. So Santa Cruz, that is a south-facing beach. That is one of the reasons that they have been hit so hard by these swells. But Stinson Beach has lifeguards, which is good, but unfortunately, it is also a south-facing beach. So keep that in mind. South-facing beaches will be the worst, but even places like Ocean Beach, it's a west-facing beach, you're still going to be seeing those sneaker wave potential and higher than normal rip current risk. So again, keep that in mind. If you have any outdoor plans heading to the coast, stay away from the water. And if you're heading towards the peninsula, you're still looking at a good amount of fog that's hanging on tight. Again, really only the peninsula is looking at that fog. The rest of the Bay Area, it is sunny, it is beautiful, beautiful, I like to say this time of year because we normally don't see as much sunshine as what we're seeing right now. And tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be a rinse and repeat of today. Those high temperatures are going to be seasonable, sitting in the mid to upper 60s directly along the coast, mid to upper 70s to low 80s for areas by the bay, and upper 80s to low 90s across our inland East Bay communities. But again, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, those are the days to look out for when it comes to the heat, and especially Saturday afternoon. These colors in white signify the triple digits, and inland East Bay communities will be right on the cusp of that triple digit mark. Places like Fairfield over to Antioch, wouldn't be surprised if you did reach 100. Not the hottest day of the entire year by any means, but the fact that it's going to be sticking around not just one day, not just 2 days, but 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe even into Monday. That's why we are going to be worried about the issue when it comes to heat-related illness, especially inland. So if you want to cool off along the coast, again, I don't blame you, but stay far away from the water at least through Saturday, as those beach hazard statements are going to stay in effect. So it's really all location dependent what you have planned over the next couple of days. Inland areas, enjoy the comfortable heat through Thursday, Friday, but again, late Friday and into Saturday, that heat dome building, and then into early next week, it's likely going to stay in the low 90s. It's likely going to stay about 5 to 15 degrees above average through the extended period. So yes, the heat is going to be around this weekend. And again, for any weekend plans, it is going to be hot out there. You're going to want to take breaks in the shade. You're going to want to drink a lot of water. And again, if you're heading to the coast, you're going to want to not turn your back to the water. And maybe if you're planning on having a picnic along the beach on the sand, I don't blame you again, but stay 30 feet away from the water if you can. Stay as far back from the shoreline as possible because those beach hazard statements in Mother Nature, she is not to mess with. And again, she is going to be very churned up at least through Saturday thanks to those hurricanes. Back to you.